Today's video is all about something huge in business. Mystique, the secret but not really a secret trick. By the end of this video, you'll understand how big brands win not because they have magic formulas, but because they make you believe they do. And we're gonna learn it through 5 super silly stories. First, we need to say this. Mystique is a business model. It's the special glow around a brand that makes you go, wow, maybe they know something I don't, even when they don't. The secret isn't the recipe. The secret isn't a vault. The secret isn't a formula. The secret is that people believe the secret is real. That belief becomes the brand. And now, the stories. KFC said, "Our chicken has a super secret recipe." But then, food scientists said, "This tastes like normal spices." But then, KFC said nothing, just quiet like a ninja chicken. So people said, whoa, if they won't talk, that must mean the secret is extra deep. Now people don't taste chicken, they taste chicken mythology. The secret isn't the spices, the secret is the belief in the spices. See what's happening? The secret becomes powerful because it might not be real. Next myth. Coke said, "Our recipe is in a giant vault." But then they put the vault in a museum so everyone could stare at it like a zoo animal. But then a newspaper said, "We found the recipe." So Coke said, "Cool, do whatever." People kept drinking Coke anyway because the power isn't in the flavor, it's in the myth of the vault. The vault is the product. Okay, that was soda. Let's look at fashion chaos. Supreme made shirts, cool shirts. But then they sold a regular brick and people still bought it. But then they made only tiny amounts of everything. So kids stood in line at 5 a.m. to maybe get a shirt, or maybe get nothing, or maybe get a brick. People don't want the shirt, they want the legend of rarity. Scarcity becomes the myth, and the myth becomes the business. Okay, that was silly rare. Now let's go fancy rare. People walk into Hermès and say, "I want a Birkin bag." But the store says, "Oh, hi." No. But then they say, "Buy some scarves first." So people buy scarves. But then Hermès says, "Buy more things." So people buy more things. So finally they say, "Okay, maybe you can buy the bag now." People don't buy the bag, they buy the myth of being chosen. Rejection is the business model. Okay, last one. Tech time. Steve Jobs said, "We're not selling computers, we're selling something magical." But then other companies copied the tech. But then Apple still won. Why? Because when Steve walked on stage, it wasn't a product demo, it was a story show. So even after he was gone, people still lined up at 4 a.m. for new products. People don't buy hardware, they buy the myth of Apple. The story is the technology. All these brands do the same thing. They create mystery, they create waiting, they create stories people repeat, and your brain fills the gaps with sparkle, magic, and OMG, I need this. Mystique is not the product. Mystique is the belief system around the product. That belief becomes profit. That belief becomes loyalty. That belief becomes power. Mystique is a business model. If you enjoyed this little trip into brand myths and secret, not-so-secret secrets, hit like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment saying, "Give me the Mystique stick, man." All right, team, stay mysterious.